Okay, I just thought I'd start off this video with this beautiful stained glass that someone at my husband's office made for me. My beloved Texas Longhorns. And today starts off learning that the University of Texas has been evacuated by an Al-Qaeda bomb threat. Yep, it's surreal times, my friends. Anyway, about July, I started going down this path, and I ended up falling down a rabbit hole where all of a sudden things that didn't seem connected were starting to get connected, and I have all these piles of research and stuff to go through, which I'm sorting through now, but I just kind of wanted to share a couple of things. This summer we cleaned out my grandparents' house after my grandfather passed away. He was a retired Air Force pilot and Mason, and he had three very interesting books that I brought home that I admit I haven't had time to read yet. Air America, the story of the CIA's secret airlines. Who knew they had a secret airline? Then, ironic for right now, The Final Days. You got your Woodward and Birdstein classic. And it was amazing when I started learning about the Illuminati and secret societies and our government that it kept coming back to that whole Vietnam era and JFK and all of this. So hopefully I'm going to have time to read some more of this. And here's a fascinating one, Patriarchs in Politics, The Plight of the Mormon Woman. Okay, no symbolism there, right? It's odd since no one in our family is Mormon, but I'm going to look through that one. Meanwhile, here's my little pile of some of the Mason stuff that I want to go through. Some Masonic books with odd codes, and I think it's a lot like the military, where the people at the lower levels, like my grandparents, they don't really know what's going on. It's just my grandfather's immunization records. Yep, vaccines sure take on a different tone now, huh? They evidently carried these around and were handwritten by when they were vaccinated, any sort of reaction, and just signed by whoever gave it. They got the basics, your cholera and your tetanus and your smallpox. Certainly not all the stuff that we got now. Oh, yeah. There's a picture of me at the Masonic Lodge with my grandfather in the 70s. Found it interesting that the paper is called The Phoenix. And then I got my grandmother's Bible, her Eastern Star Bible, with the creepy symbolism now. Before, I just thought it was pretty Bible stuff. Then we have a bunch of stuff that came from my husband's parents' basement. They lived there since like 1960, and his mother never threw anything away. Anyway, these are postcards. Evidently, they went and visited Adventure Through Inner Space, presented by our good friends at Monsanto at Disney. Okay, it just takes on a really creepy, different vibe. You got the world clock. Time seems to be coming up a lot lately. Where's your world clock? I don't know if these have changed much over the years. Visitors to adventure through inner space board an atommobile and proceed to the mighty microscope. Yeah. Okay. Considering what's going on with our sky and our planets, kind of creepy. This is where they start telling you about all the great products that they have for construction and transportation and apparel. Facts about Monsanto. This evidently was in 1966. Wow, their sales for 1966 1,611,881,000. Their assets as of December 31st, 1,865,000,000. No. Yeah, 1,865,000,000 and 96,000. Sorry, I'm not used to seeing numbers that big. Oh, very interesting. Meanwhile, on this page, oh look, the nucleus of the oxygen atom appears in the quiet fatness of inner space. Seems to be a lot of inner and outer space coming up lately. Snowflakes begin to melt as the visitors are restored to normal size. Nope, no symbolism there. Got your miracles for molecules. And this one I found fascinating. Considering all the GM products that we're being warned about, agriculture. Monsanto products help the farmer increase yields of high-quality agriculture products. Monsanto's complete product line for the agricultural industry includes fertilizers, insecticides, herbicides, and feed supplements. No mention of the genetically modified corn. We have an awesome map of the Empire State Building. I found it so fascinating because this is from when? Before the World Trade Center was even built. And I learned that the Empire State Tower is bathed in light from dusk until midnight. Okay. Things have changed quite a bit. The 3-hour sightseeing tour. I'm going to have to go through these much more closely, but I did find it very interesting that this morning I'm seeing something on American Dad that just blew my mind. And so when I was researching and saw they did a show on the Illuminati and the whole Illuminati conspiracy thing, they did it towards Peanuts and Washington Carver. And then I look at this and there's the peanut guy. Okay, I know it's probably just a coincidence, but having a lot of coincidences lately. This is one of those paint books where you can paint the picture. It's actually fascinating that they still have that, and my husband never painted it. The Navy was formed by John Adams. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to have to read through a lot of this stuff. I did find it interesting that in this book, JFK is still alive. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Then over here, we have some of my political stuff. This is when I worked in the 2004 headquarters for Carrie Edwards. Oh, if we knew then what we know now, right? This is one of my campaign worker t-shirts. We thought we were talking about Bush, right? And in fact, the back says, Bush League. Keep seeing the number 4 and 3. Vote for a new lineup in 2004. It's ironic because I found some of my old buttons. Now, I'm married and not gay, but I have a Pride for Carrie 04. Don't speak Spanish, but I've got Unidos con Carrie Edwards, okay? And then Teresa Rocks. Thought these were cool. These were given out about Halloween time. Don't let Bush trick you out of a fair election. Let John Kerry treat you to a better future. Of course, now we know it's two sides of the same card. I also thought it was kind of a cool coincidence that in May of this year, I saw former President Bill Clinton speak, together taking Jacksonville to the next level. And back in 1996, my husband also saw him speak. The fact that he even still has this is, like I said, a coincidence. The other thing, Oh, I found this odd. It was just a random picture my son downloaded. SWAT in theaters, August 8th. Even cops dial 911. I don't know, I'm finding a lot of symbolism now. What's this? Oh, and a creepy picture he drew of a cop car and what looks like an alien. Yeah. Okay. This is what's going to be my afternoon. I have a pile of Life magazines that came from my late mother-in-law's basement. Started going through them. I'm finding so much interesting stuff. I'm going to have to do a whole video on it, but we've got the Young Nixon, the Mideast after Nassar. These are 1970. And you'll notice on every single Life magazine, they are filled, and the back page is always a cigarette ad. It's actually pretty cool to go through these, but the faces of the American dead in Vietnam, 1 week's toll. I thought this one was really interesting. This is Dwight David Eisenhower lies in state in the Capitol Rotunda. It looks very much like quite a bit of symbolism that keeps coming up lately. The Suez standoff. The one boy who died, a week's dead in Vietnam. Evidently documenting who died that week was a big thing back then. Oh, look at the new army. Okay. Bob Hope, on the road with an American institution. Now that I've learned quite a bit more, I'm interested to read this. Here you go. War-wounded children of Vietnam, followed by hot pants to wear anywhere. Alrighty then. Oh, look, there's your cigarette ad. Khrushchev remembers the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Buckleys, a gifted American family. Yeah. The beginning of the tabloid Jackie watching. Khrushchev remembers World War II. His fear of execution and Stalin's cowardice. All right. Life magazine, propaganda. Now I understand why my husband does. Oh, look, Khrushchev's still remembering. Thought this was interesting. Organic food, new and natural, from December 11th, 1970. Everybody's just wild about nostalgia. Let's see. Laos and Cambodia, new troubles for the U.S. in 1970. Let's see. The big conservative pitch. Sorry. Reagan soars with it in California. Ohio's perfect voter has her doubts. Co-ed dorms, an intimate revolution on campus. Alrighty. Okay. Considering the monkeys and everything coming up right now, ecology becomes everyone's issues. No monkeys of Japan. Okay, I'm going to put that one away to read right now. Suicide Squad, pro football's most violent men. Okay. Tricia Nixon gets married. Ooh, barnstorming the moon. Gonna have to read that one too. Oh, look at this. Science and sex. The new methods of human reproduction become available. Can traditional family life survive? Will marital infidelity increase? Here you have the Milwaukee Journal from August 10th, 1969. Look at that. When Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Allegedly. This is a pretty cool epilogue. Okay, we'll go through that one. More cigarette ads. Cops as targets. Evidently in 1970, things were different. Prize-winning pictures. Agnew's on the warpath. Women's Lib. here you got your choice of heroes.